Welcome to Perks Games. Please like and subscribe. Welcome back to Warframe. We're going to carry on with this game so I can demonstrate a bit more to it. So, as you can see, I've changed my character now. I've decided to play Minx, which is one of the easiest and ultimate characters really, because it just does everything. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. What I'm going to end up doing is showing, probably after this video, I'll carry on with the new update, the new campaign that I've added, so you can see the story and all the other little bits and bobs. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just demonstrate this character to you. So if I go on the hard mode for survival, so literally just have to survive for as long as you can against quite a lot of enemies.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust
In my
your training.
Opinion, this is one of the best characters on this game. Obviously, everybody has different views and different opinions, but
has been cut off.
For me,
They're trying to choke
this
you
is
out.
the best because it
Hold
just
on.
does everything.
I'm sending auxiliary life support.
I would died, but I revived myself like this. I can activate his last ability, and now I am, as you can tell by my health and shield, it's gone grey, which means as long as it's grey I'm completely indestructible. Nothing can kill me, nothing in the game. But as you can see, it slowly drains energy. And the other ability this character has is you can strip armour. As you see by the health going red, you can also have a chaos ability which makes all the enemies in a certain radius. Forget who the enemy is, we can just start hitting them. Again, a lot of the damage you'll see is mainly
Prepare for life support.
I'll show you what I mean. If I just stand still. All them enemies dying. That is purely my companion with my head. I'm not shooting,
I've delivered a
it's
life
just
support
killing
capsule to
everything
the
for me.
area. Activating it will buy you more
Again,
time.
there are multiple different builds, so you don't have to use this build if you don't want. You can make your own, and sometimes it's the best way. Like you do get videos on YouTube and you'll say stuff like, oh, the best build for this character, which they are, but it's more fun doing your own builds. Like this one is my own build. So, I'll show you now. This is one of the angelic pistols. As you can see, normal doesn't really do that much damage, but put it into the angel form. As you can see, the gun's now changed completely, and now it turns into an energy blast, so it does that. Just shoot straight, infinite punch through, so if there's 40 enemies, it'll go through all 40 enemies.
Life support on the way.
Again, this ability that makes you completely immortal is fantastic, but you can't. What I'm moving at now is my top speed, but a little hint for you is your other character, your Tenon, this one, is not limited by that effect. So you can actually just use this to
life support capsule.
dart around and bring your character to it. Okay, this little ability I swapped out is pipe. It drops random ammo, health shields, arm shields, but as long as that's active, I literally have unlimited energy. So as you can see, every time I'm taking damage, it's slowly building up the damage that I've absorbed. Every bullet adds to the pile, and I'm now at 44.4 million damage toxicities. So if I tap the button again from my ultimate ability, to disperse that energy and just wipe everything. All the damage that gets absorbed goes into one big aerial blast. Again, you can see the numbers slowly rising, so 15k already. Obviously, the higher the enemies, the quicker it is up. These green beams as well, they're from the Eximus units, and they dish so much damage out. Like, they will kill you so quickly if you're not careful, because they ignore shields. It's just direct health. I killed the little mini boss that spawns. So again, at this level of difficulty, I'm already at over 200,000 damage. And my weapon, and then I can annihilate them then. So to show you what I mean, I've got 300,000 damage now. Just think of it. It shows the amount of damage you actually do to some of these enemies. Which is why these angel guns are so good.
Go to extraction.
I mean, 377,000 my shot. 209. Obviously you get more damage on hot shots, nearly 500,000. But again, this is a build that does. Your general powers are useless. That's why this pistol comes in handy, because it has an electric effect, so it keeps damaging them even after you shoot. Again, chaos look, and then up there, look, we'll start shooting at each other, see, rather than me. I have a mod on my companion, which means every time I spend 100 energy, my companion actually duplicates. So I can have 3 copies. And that'll just wander around the map, killing everything. As you can see, look, there's 2 here now, look. One's firing that way, the other one's there, and I've still got one over there. So, they're just constantly duplicating. As long as they're killing and I'm spending energy. Again, if I don't cast any abilities, then that's not notified. And again, this is just a little demo to show off this character. And then I can't move quick, but with him I can. Well, and this is literally top speed for the character because of this immortal state, which again is not the best. That's why this character makes such a big difference. But there you go. Just a quick little mission just to demonstrate it. And again, from 7 minutes. We've got 4,000 of ferrite. All the resources in this game are useful.
Additional life support has
they're always
arrived.
worth collecting as much as you can. But again, if anybody wants to give this game a go, I'm happy to help you through the star chart, get the missions done, and to a select few, I'll even give a few special character for free, just as a gift. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to swap my character. Again, there are many characters. Not many of them are designed to survive for a very long time, but some of them are absolutely amazing at surviving. The guy plays Necros. Necros is sort of their like death, basically. It has brilliant abilities, but this is what you would call a loot frame. So its sole purpose is just getting loot, basically. It has an ability here called Desecrate, and as you can see, you get 54% extra loot after they've been desecrated, the bodies. So if you have a resource farming, it's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to demonstrate now on a different mission. If I just buy different stuff to show you.
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them all warriors' death.
Energy orb just to actually let's use my outdoor ability. Replenish my energy.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
As you can see, there's extra loot being dropped all over the place. Once the bodies die and they disintegrate, look, it gives you the extra loot.
Life support incoming.
Oh, people put in the angel form. Yeah, ready for when the acolyte spawns. And then the bosses.
A life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
But the reason why this character is really good is you can, any enemies that you kill, you can actually bring them back as your minions, as you can see by him. There's the body disintegrate. More loot will spawn.
Life
The
support
ability
on the way.
I keep this one now. What that does is strips all the enemy's armor away and reduces their movement by 60%. And that's today are very, very useful. So again, we're doing back
I've
more falling
delivered
dead.
another life support capsule.
I'm up to 7 so far. You can get a lot more than that if you back more strength into the build. Again, as you can see, I'm getting that much energy and health orbs. I pretty much can never run out. Again, this combination with the dead and also my companions, as you can see, I could pretty much just let them kill everything. You get a bit boring after a bit. I mean, the minions don't do the best damage. Nowhere near what you can do. It keeps the enemies out of that.
Another life support capsule is now available.
And loot and all that stuff is shared as well. You can pick up loot as well. Well, now this chap spawned. There he is. Down there. I'm gonna hit him with his gun look. And that's it, he's dead now.
The raid is off to a successful
There you
start.
go, died.
When you are
That's
ready,
why this Lex pistol.
go to extraction.
It's one of the very first weapons you actually unlock. But when you get to the stage of the Angels, it turns into, in my opinion, the best weapon in the game. Right, literally done. 5 minutes, so let's see what I'm going to get from this now. There is a mod for this character that what it does is it makes it so damage you take is spread between your minions. The more minions, less damage you take. So
you
in
conquer
5
yourself.
minutes,
Additional life support has
I've got
arrived.
7,000 nanoid spawns, 17 out of 690 bastards, which is good for 5 minutes, because those missions, if you do it right, you can stay in there ages, and every like 5-10 minutes the enemies actually get harder and go up in level. They don't stay at that level, just so you are aware.
Till then.
So, if I take you to, these are all the different reputation guilds that there are. So you got the normal one, which is where
What
you buy
are you
all
curious about?
the custom mods for each character. Yeah, but there's quite a lot. Armor sets, look. Customize your character, back pieces. Quite a lot. Anyway, yeah. So you got your normal ones, then you've got Earth, Ostron and the Quills, then you've got Fortuna, then you've got the Necrolist, then obviously the Angels, then the Hex, which is where my base is at. And then these are the secondary ones, so If I go to this,
multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks. If
doing the little scanning things and capturing things are the best things on this game, just because
I can see you are hungry
as
for
you
the knowledge
go
of the
up, look,
sanctuary.
you can look at his offerings and he
This is
sells
how I can help you.
armors,
Help
weapons,
this sanctuary.
good mods like these, granting more ability damage,
Knowledge must be earned, Tenno.
health conversion. Look, pick up, grant 450 armor stacks and times 3, so it can make you a lot more tanky to survive. And then you get weapons here, look, characters. The weapon that I use, you can get that here as well, which is a fantastic melee weapon. Plus obviously the sacrifice steel ones, but these Umbra ones don't buy. You get given them on a mission through the campaign and you literally be given them, so there's no point faffing around buying them. So again here, look, you can buy chroma, you can buy chest, head, systems, and you can build him. It's fantastic. But for each enemy you scan, I'm going to show you now, you unlock these, and these are like simulators. So if I go to here, these are fantastic, these little scenes are, because it lets you test builds. So as you can see here, I've selected heavy gunners at steel path level of 220. I can make me immortal, my companion immortal. I can pause the AI so they can't move. So if I simulate, see, my companion will just do that. If they won't attack me in any sort of way. Again, I can still armor strip, still use all my abilities. See, that's what the companion does. And then pops and pops and pops. So I don't even need to do anything. And they're dead. See? Which is why a lot of the time when I'm in this, I turn the companions off, because you don't get to experience the character that way. Again, if I play as my Atlas here, so, simulate again. This one is pretty much a... he's designed to survive. Like my armor. You can petrify enemies, turn them to stone. You can summon rock companions. Then you can also, in its first ability, which is this, so again, you're attacking it each time, trying to you literally one punch. And the bonus is that when you do it, you're actually immortal while in the moving phase. Now I've got mods on him to make it so my melee jump combo slowly goes down, but now comes an excellent murder. So if I unpause them now, you can die quite quick, so you do have to. But as long as you're moving up, see by the damage they do, they can kill you quite easily. But as long as you're passing through the actual finish, rather than these characters you can't die while you're passing. So that's Atlas. Again, there are many, all the characters are different. If I play as the Chroma, what I can do is I pause the AI. This one, you've got Elemental Ward, which does quite a good amount of stuff, to be fair. You can always look up online about what the abilities do. Vex Armor just surrounds you in a stronger armor, and then you can screw in your armour to release your little dragon. And he'll just distract the enemy and slow them down. Again, that, as you can see by my energy just dropping, that results quite a lot. And then at any point, look, recast it and just summon him back. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave here, back to the base of operations. And then I'm going to show you another character which I use for farming in the open world, because it's one of the best ones for it. So if I can find it, hang on. I've got quite a lot of characters, so make sure I've got the right build. I'll use this builder. What I'll do is I'll quickly jump to Earth. So just for this demonstration, I'll put it in normal difficulty. So if I go to Earth, I can jump straight into the open world rather than going to the shops and the canteen. Obviously, if you want to build weapons, you go there first. You gather resources, then you can make them, but I've pretty much already done most of that. So as you can see, I'm now on Earth. The reason why this character is so good is when you're in the open worlds, if you don't have like the Archwing or, you know, or the horse or any of that, or the bike even, what this character does, it's one of the few that can actually just fly at will. So if I activate it, just shrink down into a fairy, and then you can literally just fly around that. As you can tell, it's not the quickest, but with his mods is what you can do. Cast this ability on yourself, and then you can just dart across the map. So if you look onto the actual map, how quick flying across this map. Which again is probably faster than the Archwing, to be fair. Again, you can make this quicker if you want to put more strength into it. And again, while you're in your fairy form, you will have little fairies that actually fly around you. As you can tell, I am ridiculously fast. Which is why it's so good for the open worlds. With the added bonus is while you're flying, you can still mine. And all the other stuff. So you cast again if you want to speed up. Keep casting and you can get faster. You can only stack it 3 times, but it makes one hell of a difference when it comes to around the map. This form does spawn with his own weapons as well. Machine gun that regenerates ammo. Melee with its own sword, so you can literally just dart from enemy to enemy. And then again, his last ability slowly drains energy. You can just deactivate it. But remember, you can't fly or nothing in this form. You have to be in the little fairy form. Yeah, that was just a quick little demonstration anyway.
Right on time, Surah. You come back again soon.
Okay, so I'm back in the market now where you can build your own guns. If you go into the open world, you can go fishing, mining, and you can come to these places, look,
Hey, kid.
and you can
Tell me
trade
something good.
the stuff you mine for a reputation. Which is fantastic in my opinion. Same as fish. You spend a good amount of time just fishing. You can cut fish, look, and you can cut them and you'll get resources from the fish you kill. Or you can provide fish,
many who go without.
and as you
A
can see, you
fish
can
or
trade
two
them
would
in
make their dinner table
for
a
reputation.
less somber affair.
So it's the same on all the open worlds. You can get reputation not just from doing missions, but also doing all the side activities like mining, fishing, all of it. On my next video, if everybody likes this game, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to carry on with the campaign, because they've not long done an update which added a new quest for me called The Teacher, which is the brand new campaign story that they've added. That's why I like this game. All updates, all the campaign stuff, it's all free. You never need to spend a penny on this. Like, I've got overflow probably about 5,000 hours in this game and I still haven't got everything. There is a large amount to this game, but it's a very fun game to play. And you got this one, which is one of my favourites, to be honest. It's a spider character. And quickly show you what I mean. Is I'll just quickly go on this mission and I'll show you.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for supplies.
As you can see, that ability I put
Ready?
on my Nynx character,
Trigger the alarm.
I also have on this. It's one of the ones you can feed
They
to the
have just shut
Hemlift and
down
nick
all
its ability.
systems. I'm sending life support
And now
capsules
what
your
you can
way.
do is, while I'm here, look, I can shoot this to red enemies. You can see by that. And then when they die, they grab my guns. So I can do this, infect enemies, and they then become my little scuttlers, look, which will go around killing enemies. Just give you some energy, because I left my thing behind.
Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, normally I'd be better, but I haven't put my companion back on. Which again, yeah, so you can infect enemies, look, and they turn into scutty things. And then you can walk on the spider legs. And while you're in this state, you're actually immune to static, so
Ready for a capsule.
you can't be knocked down. Also, you can latch onto walls, look, and hang. Like that. So you can stay up here, infect people, red people. As you can see by my little companions around here. And do that just to get my energy back up. Like that. Keep infecting people.
I've delivered a life
Spreading
support
it.
capsule to the area.
And you keep
Activating
getting
it
critters.
will
So
buy
I've
you
got
more
7 at the
time.
moment. So again, as you can see, that thing just maxed out my energy again. That's why it's such a great thing. But you can have 3 of these spider things, if I remember correctly. Which damages enemies, and when they die, they can turn into more minions. Yeah. That's that character, which is an interesting one. Quite a good one, really. say I failed just because I quit. I do apologise. The old piece is the new campaign. The teacher I haven't done, but next time I upload a video on this, I'll do the main one, the main campaign. Then you've got characters like Messer, which is more like a gunslinger, which again is a brilliant character. To be fair, they're all good in their own way. All you got to do is just figure out the right build, and that's it. You'll have pretty much every character is great. You figure it out, and then after that you're done. All they've got different helmets, look, which you can change, different costumes, basic one, then the one that I've got, which is the night one. You can change the animation as well, how he stands when you're idle. It also changes how you hold weapons. As you can see, there's many different ones. That's the basic character. Again, you can just randomize colors, you can do each individually, customize it however you want. Well, that will end this video now. Thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll continue to upload more. Thank you.